Greetings and salutations from the frigid white north. Ha 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 ha.
Hey guys, it's RJ here with you, and today I want to talk about something good, maybe. It's just the idea of, I don't know, it's kind of where we're at, and it's like, when is a good time to get a new boss, right? Because I see this question come up a lot of the time, and people often wonder, should I get this boss? Should I not? Like even right now, we got, surprise, this was a surprise to me. We got tongue going on, and you will get tongue. It's not like the last draw where you didn't get the boss that they showed. You get tongue, and it's like, should I get tongue, or should I get insert boss name, and the way the game has gone, it's not like it was in its first year of existence, where all you had to worry about was the main 6 dudes you have sitting in front of you and how many diamonds you have. And it was basically, if you had like above 40,000 diamonds, like, yeah, you could grab a boss and it's not that bad and it could make a real big impact on your team. And there's still some bosses out there that, you can pick up kind of in their base form, and they will still have a pretty good impact on your team. But we are in a different age right now, the age where we have these craptastic things called fight souls that are going to drain you dry, trying to level these things up, and they are so damn powerful that you'd be kind of crazy to not try to get them. And then, we also have this wonderful diamond sucking system called runes. And if you plan on getting a whole bunch of red runes, they cost a whole bunch of diamonds. The best deal we've seen on global so far is 6,800 diamonds for one selectable red rune chest, and this was only done twice, once at Christmas, once at Thanksgiving, I think. So that's 6 runes, but traditionally, outside of those ridiculous discounts where you can pick whatever rune you want for 6,800, we've been having hot rune events where you're guaranteed a red rune within your first 10 pulls. So within, about 9,000 diamonds spent, you're going to get a random red rune of, one of the 3 that are featured. So it can be a little bit tricky building up complete sets of red runes, and the power difference that these red runes, the difference that they make in power is just absolutely insane. I mean, not trying to flex, but I guess it's a mini flex. I got my Nightmare Geese. He's not the best in the world or nothing, but he's up to 610k power, but it's mainly because of these red runes. And then on top of that, there's these transmutes, and these add like a real decent amount of power. Eventually, when you get down to here at level 9, this rune attribute increase 10%. If you've got all red runes and you get that, that's going to be almost like a 40k power difference. Like, that will talking to a guy on Discord, he got 40k power. He's a proper whale though, but still, like, so and the only way to get these things are diamonds. I know, why am I talking about this? I'm trying to talk about when is a good time to get a boss, and I'm just trying to make the point that there is so much crap that we have to spend diamonds on these days that we need to employ the strategy of boss spacing. We need to space our bosses out. It does require kind of having a plan of what bosses you want to get and who you need to replace. But the thing is, right now, I would be in a position to get a boss. The reason I say that is because, like my Tengu, he's done. He's got his S-Max. He's good. I don't need to do anything else with him. And I need to keep him around for the maximum amount of time. It's the same with the kids. They've both got S-Max. They're done. I need to keep them around. Nightmare Geese, 6 stars. He's doing great. Only needs a weapon. And my Flame Kaio's probably the weakest link, but even Tongue, 6 stars, 4th gate. I'm in a good place right now. And I'm kind of ahead with my resources. I've got a couple hundred power frags. I've still got some power frag boxes. So I've got the resources to back it up. But I mean, if you're gonna go pick up Tongue right now, you go spend 20,000 diamonds. It's a really good deal actually, because they have the cumulative spend. They got the cumulative spend going here. Ooh, 300 diamonds. All right. But they got that going, and then there's also lucky draw rewards, and it's just straight up diamond rewards. I think to draw 10 times is like 4,000 diamonds, so you'd be getting back roughly over like 1,100 diamonds for spending 4,000 right there. And then the next 2,000 you spend, you get 600 back. Next 2,000, 600 back. Next 2,000, 600 back. So really, you're getting back each of those pulls past what the 10th one. It's 15, 20. Yeah, they turn into 1,400 diamond pulls instead of 2,000, right? Because the pull 5 for 2,000. Glad I didn't misclick there. But anyways, if you went and pulled Tongue, if I needed Tongue to throw him on my team, to bring him up from 4 stars to 6 stars, that's going to be 460 power fragments. 460. And then we're not even talking about gates at that point, and then on top of that, you have weapons, and it's just, bosses are resource intensive. But just getting them up to 6 stars with the gates and stuff like that, it doesn't make them the best thing in the world yet, because of runes. Runes are so needed if you want to stay competitive, and it's the same thing with the fight souls. And then on top of all that, we've got boss strikers now, right? And I mean, if you're going to go in on a boss striker draw, say goodbye to like 40, 50,000 diamonds, getting your boss striker up to red +1. And so, I mean, there's lots of other things to spend diamonds on that are going to make your team very strong. And so, you really got to think about when it is a good time for you to pick up a boss. And I mean, you need to have a really good stock of resources, but then at the same time, you want to have a really good healthy stock of diamonds so that you can still hit up these special events that come around, like hot runes if you're missing some runes, the 15k spend events for the fight souls, and then you have to kind of plan and prepare which strikers you're going to want to use with the boss strikers, because we're going to be getting advanced strikers soon enough. It was listed there in the update on the Android store and the iOS store, and so we know advanced strikers are just around the corner, and that's the ability where strikers, once one of your guys dies on the battlefield, the striker will come in and take their place. And right now, if I look at my own, I don't want this guy going on the battlefield. Same with them. They're okay from the striker position, but if I have these guys come into the battlefield, that's just free kills for the enemy team. And I mean, if they got a Nightmare Geese or something like that, you're giving them free immunity, you're giving them free rage. You don't want pathetic fighters coming into the battlefield just to give the enemy team free rage, and you know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. So that's kind of it. It's a cautionary tale. I'm just trying to put it in perspective of how much crap there is that we need to spend diamonds on aside from bosses. So if you can keep some of your bosses around, like I want to keep around Mr. Karate, Nightmare Geese, Tung Fu Roo, I'm going to keep these guys around for a very long time, just for the fact that I don't want to spend more diamonds on bosses when I have so many other things to spend diamonds on, so you have to be very careful in the upcoming months, because trust me, every boss is going to look overpowered. Every boss is going to have something really good about it. don't get thirsty for those bosses, because it'll ruin you if you just invest everything into bosses and ignore all these other systems for 6 months. Do you know what I mean? And then, the other thing is boss weapons that, they're like 20,000, 25,000 diamonds a piece. I mean, I still need to get one for him. I mean, Flame Kyo, I'm probably going to go switch to Mizuchi. So Flame Kaio, he's kind of done for now. He's just a warm body filling a spot, giving me buffs. But I mean, Nightmare Geese, I want his S-Max. And so there's one weapon. Tongue, I want his S-Max. There's 2 more weapons. That's already like 60, 70,000 diamonds. I clearly don't have that right now. But Mr. Karate done. These guys, they're going to go to Strikers, but on top of that, they're done. But I still have to be able to bring a brand new API 15 boss up from scratch. Because if I rebirth these guys, then they're going to be pathetic Strikers, just like Kenso. So keep it in mind. Think it out. Plan, and save up those diamonds. Don't get caught in the thirsty trap for new bosses, because it will probably end you in your arena spot compared to the next guy below you that might be, just keeping his bosses as are and working on these systems, gathering runes, gathering fight souls, making sure their guys have S-Max and all their weapons, and even you'll get destroyed. You could get destroyed even on the striker front. Think of some dude coming in with the Karate Kids as strikers, and their guys go down, more Karate Kids come out on the field. I mean, it can get a little crazy, but hope you guys can work out some form of a plan. If you need a little bit of help, I'm always around. Drop it down in the comments and I'll see what I can do. But that's about it for this one. Just wanted to kind of, it's more of like a perspective thing. Hope it didn't seem too naggy. I'm sure you're like, thanks, Dad. But, that's why I got the dad team music going. Anyways, peace, guys.